clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Steelers and the Rams coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Throwing, Mayfield. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The numbers for him from a week ago. 23 carries, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. On play action, Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On play action, now Rodgers. Going up top for Kupp, and it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Mayfield off the play fake. Ebron caught left side. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least Top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah. The only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. A big play there for L.A.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be brought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Mayfield on 1st down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the give, this is Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Jabril Cox coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that. was a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run into varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Singletary, they'll run for it, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On the ground, it's Calais. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And again, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll make this a 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's Calais. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. His 6th touchdown on the ground, number 7 overall. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They go play action. Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it. And we saw evidence of that right there. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Rodgers throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 39. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field. And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Rodgers. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. Wow, a big mistake. Rodgers now on 1st down. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Goodwin. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And he's got some space here. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? Singletary. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Rodgers now on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Going up top for Kupp. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Again. Shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. As the offense comes out, we put our Madden spotlight on Baker Mayfield. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Mayfield on blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner multiple times in All-Pro in there to drop him for a loss. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. To throw, Mayfield. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's second down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. And this one complete, it's Fehoko. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Simi Fehoko, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point, trying to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 38 inches.
Back now here on EA Sports. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Mayfield's throw complete there to Johnson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Callaway. His slide for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. Room here to run. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the count.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick, not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They'll run on first down. Goodwin. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. And that'll be caught by Fehoko. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Coming up to the line, and they will need to. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? There wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, They need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On play action, Rodgers.
Got his man, it's Fehoko.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On first down, Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete.
And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 34. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On play action. Now Rodgers. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Going up top for Kupp. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The utter domination. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.